Alright guys, we are back with some more of the house in Fata Morgana. So we're on the part right now where Bestia is trying to understand why this white-haired girl is acting the way she is instead of how most previous visitors have acted around him. And as much as he wants to kill her, he's confused. So we're going to continue from there, guys. So I hope you all continue to enjoy watching, and let's see where it goes. Alright guys, and we are back. There is nothing beautiful about me. What value does outward appearance have? You have suffered much persecution, which is why you tremble in fear. I am not trembling. I am not afraid. I can hear the cries of your heart. What on earth is wrong with you? Why are you not afraid? Why do you not scream in terror? I am afraid, but more than fear, I feel like I know what my role is. Your role? If you will have me, then I would like to remain here in the mansion. Are you mad? I will eventually kill you, torture you, put you through hell, make you wish you were never born. That does not change my mind. Please, allow me to stay. I find it hard to believe that what you want deep down is to hurt people. And I get the feeling that I am meant to be here. That is my role. Yeah. Bestia was at a loss. He was perhaps... Excuse me guys, sorry about that. He was perhaps afraid of this girl who did not fear him, and even attempted to embrace him. She behaved too differently from all the other humans he knew of, who only ever harassed and pushed him away. Why are you so kind to me? To this beast, this murderer? Bestia's sword slipped from his hand, hitting the hard floor with a metallic whine. When the sound died down, the white-haired girl extended her hands for the beast with the utmost of affability. Her fingers were white as freshly fallen snow, something this area never saw. They traced his distinctive frame. They ran along his unusually shaped nose. They slid across his rough yellowed skin. They drifted around his rather small eyes. The beast trembled once more, this time not out of twisted desire from deep within, but from the unimaginable comfort of physical contact. Her fingers moved so gently, so pleasantly, wrapping him in their warmth. Are you crying? A single teardrop slid down the arc of her finger. Looking into her clear eyes, Bestia came to a realization, and at the same time, he felt somewhat dismayed. You are without sight. Oh, so she's blind. Taken in the throes of his primal urges, the beast had not noticed, but there was an emptiness in the girl's eyes. She appeared to be gazing far into the distance, not focused on the man despite being close enough to touch him. Tears had begun running down Bestia's cheeks earlier, when she had called him a person, but it was not until one of those droplets had slid across the back of her finger that she had realized. She would indeed have no need of extravagant dresses after all. She could not see what she was wearing. That is correct. I am blind. But whoever decided that reality is only that which can be seen. I know not what appearance I have. In the darkness, everything is as one. There is no difference between beast and man. If you are a beast, then I too must be a beast. To call the girl a beast would be paramount to eating sugar and insisting it was salt. Do pardon the trite analogy, please. But you know rather well, Master, that the white-haired girl was not at all what you would call a beast. Not simply in appearance, but all the way down to her core. There was nothing beastly about her. Her words brought him faint pain, but the beast still felt on some level that he wanted to keep her at his side, to see what would happen. His next words were in large part impulsive. I am grateful that you cannot see. Without exception, everyone who had wandered into the mansion had lost their lives before the sun rose the next morning. She was the first visitor who had not met this fate. Over time, Bestia's madness gradually subsided. He even began to seem rather tame. You would hardly believe it was the same beast who had once reveled in those perverse festivities. He was, I imagine, at a loss for how to behave. I too would be flustered in the constant presence of such beauty. But it was not just her appearance. She had said she wished to live with him, a beast who had committed countless atrocities. Perplexing indeed. What is the matter? Do you honestly not fear me? Do I appear to be afraid of you? Oh, look at it, she's smiling. No, you do not. But you would. If you could see me, you would react the same as everyone else. You know, it wouldn't surprise me if he made it so that he could make her see, just so he could prove himself right. If that is the case. But then again, if she was able to regain her sight, I bet you she still would feel the same way. And it would still surprise him. You would react the same as everyone else. You would mock me. You would despise me. You would want to kill me. You don't know what I've done because you can't see. I enjoyed it. I basked in their terror. So why? Why do I not want you to find out? I don't want you to know how many people I've tortured, how many I've slaughtered, how much blood I've imbibed. Didn't you just tell her what you enjoy doing anyway? All the horrible things I've done. Horrible. I'm aware of what I've done is wrong, but I relished in it. I wanted, for so long, to slaughter them. I desperately desired to see blood, human blood. What is it I crave, murder or laughter? I said that I had no need for peace, yet here I am. Is something the matter? No. Some tea. Oh, shall I make some? Are you thirsty? No. I made some tea. It's probably cold by now. I thought you might want some. You don't... No, I'll take it. What are you laughing for? Because I'm happy. Is it to your liking? I like how his his dialogue is now becoming more closed off, a little shy. Because he's just so surprised as to what just happened. It's bitter. Their life together began quietly, their days without event. They had no extravagant meals, there were no swaths of guests lending life to the mansion's halls, but there was also no one screaming in fear for their life. It was the peaceful life Bestia had lost, and he had returned once more to that quiet realm. What's the matter? You are always so quick to notice my presence. My world is one of darkness, so I have a heightened sense of hearing. What is it like? How do you perceive the world? I cannot imagine living in complete darkness. Occasionally, I can see light. Light? Yes, not a radiant light like the sun, but a soft light floating in the darkness. Like a candlelight, I suppose. That only perplexes me all the more. I find it difficult to understand what you are describing. Is that so? It's difficult for me as well. I'm not sure how to explain it, but it's not complete darkness. I can sense your presence, for instance, and I can tell how windy it is from the way the windows vibrate. And also, I also feel as though I can sense the wavering of emotions. The candlelight begins to flicker erratically. From fear, intense sorrow, or other similar emotions. My emotions? I do not know. It could be yours, and it could be mine. This mansion is a very peculiar place. The candlelight is always wavering, and yet it seems somehow stable. It makes me feel as though this is where I belong. I don't think I understand. I am a beast, and so I lack the intelligence. But you, I am going to go hunting. Is there anything you would like? Whatever you like. Alright then, if you find any fruit, that would be nice. Fruit. I like how the music also changed from that of something more loud and, I guess, garbled. It's more tame and pleasant now because of his demeanor. It's sour. You picked it before it was ripe. I didn't know. Is that a bad thing? I don't know anything. I cannot see, but if fruit is still green, you are not supposed to eat it yet. What color are these? Green. No, blue. Shall I give you a hand preparing supper? I cannot ask for help of someone who can't see. You'll hurt yourself. Don't worry, I can tell for the most part where things are by touch and sound. Are you worried? Worried? Worried. Worried. The thought of blood dripping down her finger doesn't excite me. What's going on? What on earth has happened to me? If I appear to be in any danger of harming myself, please let me know. Then you have nothing to worry about. You do not seem any more comfortable in the kitchen than me. She always cooks the... Where did she go? Huh? She always comes when I call. Wait, maybe the maid is connected to the mansion. Maybe she is the mansion. I would like to believe that. I don't know. It's still a theory, guys. I had hidden myself away. Bestia had learned how to go about his daily life without my assistance. And the two of them had no need of others in their peaceful world. Oh my, what is the matter, master? I was not lonely at all, no. It was an absolute pleasure simply watching them. I mean that. It was not my role to be at his side, nor was I the one to be at hers. If she could make Bestia into the master of the house, then my presence was unnecessary. I appear when I am needed, as I appear to serve the flaxen-haired family, nothing more. If they sought a servant, then I would show myself. Yes, certainly. After some time, they began to sleep in the same bed. Oh dear, no, not for the reason you are imagining, master. You thought no such thing? Though they slept in the same bed, they did not lay together. They did so, it seemed, because they were more comfortable in the same place. The two acted more like family than lovers. Hey, hello? Are you asleep? No, I am awake. Is the candlelight wavering? Right now, it is very calm. I see. Say, tell me about your childhood. What, me? Won't you? My childhood? Yes. I have no such stories to tell. When I was a child, I lost everything. My mother, father, brothers, everyone. So for as long as I can remember, I did not have a father. I lived alone with my mother, but I never felt like that was a bad thing. Was she kind? Yes, very. She was a compassionate woman. But we were poor, and because I cannot see, my mother was the only one who could work. She would be away for long stretches of time, supposedly because she served at a respectable house. I do not know whether or not that was true. Perhaps she was doing much more demanding work. I never asked. I believe not asking was best for her. From time to time, I would receive letters from her. Someone who lived nearby read them to me. The letters went something like this. Life in the mansion is difficult, but everyone treats me so well, and they say I do good work. I'll be back with more money soon, so you be a good girl. Other than that, she allegedly expressed concern for my health and safety, as well as repeatedly saying how much she loved me. You have a good mother. I did. Nearly everything I remember my mother saying to me was written in her letters. So much kindness and warmth. Why do you not live with her now? How did you end up here in the mansion? Before long, she lost her life at her place of employment, and I was sent the money she had earned. It was, I imagined, enough to survive on. When my mother was alive, she often lamented my blindness. If only you could see, she would say, I could show you just how extraordinary this world is. So I decided I would visit a renowned physician in order to fulfill my mother's dream, a physician in this country. However, upon examining me, he said that he could not restore my sight. Dejected, I was on my way back home when bandits attacked. They robbed me of the money I brought to pay for my treatment. I lost everything my mother saved for me, the money she gave her left to earn for me. I failed to repay her for anything she did, which cast a dark cloud over my heart. My world has always been wrapped in darkness, but at that moment I was in the deepest abyss. There was not even a speck of light. I was at a complete loss. With nowhere to go, I simply wandered, no destination in mind. And that was when I miraculously arrived at this mansion. It was as if it had summoned me here. You were being summoned by the mansion to fulfill my craving, but it didn't end up that way. I wonder if the mansion is disappointed. I see. I apologize for not having a brighter tale to tell. I imagine you were hoping to hear joyful childhood memories? No. Did they hurt you? Pardon? The bandits. Uh-oh. Those bandits are in trouble. When they attacked, were you hurt? You are so compassionate. I am no such thing. I am not compassionate. I was perfectly fine. I took a few scratches, but nothing you need to worry about. I see. I believe that I am happy now. I was unable to regain my sight, and I haven't the money to return home. But I believe I left in order to come here. Is your life right now happy? I am terrified. Am volatile. Am growing accustomed to this woman's comfort. Am afraid of losing her. A beast should not have these feelings. A murderous beast. Take this. What is? It makes a good gift, supposedly. I was planning to throw it out when I learned that, but I couldn't. I felt like I was meant to give it to someone. That could only be you. It is fake white rose. A white rose accessory? Do you not want it? No, I do. I just, for some reason. Never mind. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, I'm starting to see something here. I have a feeling this beast is reincarnated as Mel. Is the reincarnation of Mel. And they're always going to meet, this girl and Mel. I have a feeling. Again, another theory. We'll find out. Do you not desire more prey? But you were so hungry for blood before. I've had enough. I don't need any more. Although she is blind. No, because she cannot see, she does not push me away. She's the only one willing to accept me, to be with me. Such a fickle creature. You obtain peace, cast it aside, and then pick it up once more. But you'll never be able to escape it completely. After all, you are enchanted by the pleasure murder brings. You have been for a very, very long time. This time I'm done. I won't kill anyone anymore. Being with her is far more satisfying than the joy killing brought me. To be with her is what I truly want. So very self-centered. You certainly are. Hey. Oh, that was a strong vibration of my controller. It was as though he was viewing a flashback. The sound of knocking echoed through the mansion as it had the day the merchant came and brought the beast's short-lived peace crashing down. What did I just tell you? I do not want any more prey. Stop this. Stop it. Don't bring me any more. I thought you were supposed to fulfill my desires. Why did the door open? Sword in hand, Bestia ran through the mansion's halls. He was overcome with fear. He had obtained the piece he so dearly wanted and even found someone who did not fear him. He was terrified that the appearance of more prey would cause this all to crumble. If he spotted the prey, murdered them, and conceded to his madness, she might choose to leave him. As much as she claimed he was not hideous, if she witnessed him doing that, I'll just chase them out. I'm done with this. My desire has changed. However, why? Bestia shuddered in terror at the sight. Oh, are you kidding? Okay, that completely threw my theory out the window then if there's more than one of these things. Maybe not, I don't know. Stay back. Stay away from me. He broke into a run. It was not, after all, helpless prey that had entered the mansion. That thing is... Yeah, another you, man. The monster's voice seemed to slither along the floors behind him. He felt as though if he were to turn around, it would be right there on top of him. Why are you chasing me? Bestia shouted with fear in his voice, uncharacteristic of the beast who had so readily slaughtered his prey. But can you blame him? That's a bestia. In that moment, I had an epiphany. I'd assumed he had called himself Bestia, unaware of what the word meant. A bestia other than me. Bestia is not, in fact, a name. It is a word that means beast. Indeed, a second beast had come to the mansion. Why are you chasing me? Are you here to kill me? Is it because I settled down? Because I wanted to stop being a beast? Is something the matter? When the white-haired girl poked her head out of her bedchamber, Bestia was aghast. He frantically attempted to return her to her room. You mustn't leave your room. But as he was doing this, the horrifying creature, no, the beast's voice drew nearer. Do not open this door for any reason. I will protect you. Turn of events, huh? That's right. I don't want this peace destroyed. These tranquil days together with this woman. I will protect them. I will. Trembling in fear, Bestia gathered his resolve. He pointed his sword, which until then had only been used to torment others, at the second beast. Now he would wield his blade to protect the person he cared about. This was the same beast who had killed and killed and killed to satisfy his own primal desires. I will not let you destroy this. I will protect it from you. From a rational point of view, the things he was saying and feeling were rather idealistic, but Bestia was desperate. He did not want to lose this peace. Before long, the beast, the one chasing him, appeared from within the darkness. Say, Master, if resolve was the only thing necessary for one to act courageously, would that not mean nearly anyone could become a hero? Bestia had viciously slaughtered so many people before. He had gathered the courage to protect the things he cared for, but now he was shaken. He did not gallantly bring his sword down upon the approaching beast. Instead, he trembled visibly from head to toe. He must have been quite terrified at the beast's appearance. Stop. No. Stay away from me. Don't. Stay back. Seeing Bestia so scared, I imagined the beast thought it a prime opportunity, for it slowly, ever so slowly, ambled toward him. If I don't kill it, it will kill me. I have to kill it. I have to kill it. And that was the moment Bestia's mind ran off the rails of sanity. Oh, so the mansion wants him to succumb to his darkest desire. He lifted his sword up above his head, facing the approaching beast. And ferociously, oh, dang, dude, swung it down upon his assailant. Again and again and again. Screaming horrifically at the top of his lungs. He continued to swing after swing until the other beast had gone completely still. Before long, copious volumes of fresh blood stained the corridor. At some point, the other beast had stopped moving and sunken into a pool of its own lifeblood. I did it. I did it. I killed it. I killed the other bestia. Oh, no, I guess not. Bestia had let his guard down, assuming he had claimed victory over the unmoving beast. I had not imagined either that the beast could still be alive after shedding so much blood. Stay back. The beast reached its hand out toward Bestia. It was determined to drag him down to the underworld, it seemed. Slowly sliding along the slippery floor, it dragged itself toward him. Even on its last breaths, it continued reaching for Bestia, fixated on him. He kicked the beast's hand up into the air, staggering it, and then he... Burn in hell! Rammed his blade down into it. Now, wouldn't it really suck if the mansion, like, put an illusion on the second Bestia and it was really the white-haired girl? That would be so bad! But I'm glad that's not the case because he just told the white-haired girl to hide in the room. Bestia's fear-stricken expression was hardly that of a knight who had just saved the maiden. Nevertheless, he had indeed eradicated the other beast. You come back again, okay? Promise me. I'll be waiting. Waiting, believing that you'll return. I'll be waiting. It's about time for you to set off. Alright guys, I'm gonna have to end the video here for today. Thank you all for watching. Until the next one.